going on? Dude, Knack95 here. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm in a pissed off kind of mood. So guess what? It's time for a commentary. But not just any kind of commentary. It's time for anger management. That's right. I know it's been a while since the last part, but guess what? We're back. We're doing this again. Last time we talked about the uncontrollable factors of rage. Now we're going to talk about controllable factors of rage. And specifically, we're going to talk about gameplay and how you can change gameplay and things in respect to gameplay to reduce your overall anger while playing a video game. And it doesn't just have to be Halo, but we're going to use Halo as an example on the multiplayer side of things. Okay, so the things that tend to make players angry while they're in Halo playing, or any multiplayer thing for that matter, is the fact that their skill or the way they're playing at a certain time is not allowing them to gain the victory. Somebody is outdoing them, outplaying them. So, you know, what do? I mean, you're obviously mad that you're getting your butt handed to you. So, how do you handle that? Well, I think there's a number of ways, actually, because if you just keep going back and getting slaughtered, you're just going to get angrier and angrier. So, you may not want to just step right back into what you're doing. For instance, in Halo, let's say you're having a really bad time in Rumble Pit, or FFA, you know, and that's really bringing you down, and that's what you want to play. But, you know, no matter what you seem to do that day, you just can't get a good gameplay. And you're just not sure why. Everybody is outplaying you. Well, I mean, it may be the lobbies you're being hooked up with, or it may just be the way you're playing in a given day. So, what I would advise is stepping into another playlist that is not so competitive, like perhaps Regicide, and working on my shot in a less competitive manner, and a less competitive setting for that matter, to kind of try to fix the situation and take out the competitive edge to it at the same time, if that makes any sense. And that would also work for, like, you know, if you don't want to play Team Slayer because you keep getting outdone, pick something with an objective taste to it, like King of the Hill or Oddball, something that still involves slaying but isn't the main purpose. That way you can kind of get some practice in that, and you're not constantly worried about only the one thing, and that's dragging you down and just keep making you angry. Now, of course, this may not work necessarily, so you may have to go back to the tips for the uncontrollable rage and just give up for a given day. You know, it's not always your day. But I think we looked at the multiplayer side sufficiently, so let's look at, you know, campaign and things like that. You know, just any game in its single player mode. You're gonna get angry when you hit places that just seem impossible, like Halo on Legendary, some levels. The best I can tell for that is you really got to go in knowing what you're doing if you're not going to get angry with that type of thing. So, when I did Halo 4 on Legendary, I'll admit, I didn't do it blindly. I went in with help from YouTube strategy guides on the earlier levels when I was fairly new to the game. I didn't on the later levels because I kind of figured out what I was doing, but there's no shame in looking up a walkthrough. I mean, that's what they're there for. They're there to help you, the player, get through something easier. So take advantage of those resources you have out to you, so that way you're not always getting frustrated that you just don't know what to do on a particular section. And by doing that, you'll just reduce stress so much that the game will be enjoyable to you again. And that is what a game should be. It's a game. You should be enjoying yourself while playing it. You should not be getting stressed out. That's a lesson I had to constantly remind myself of whenever I was dealing with gameplay rage to a ridiculous extent. So, once you start implementing these things into the way you're playing, it'll be very, or not very easy, but much easier to just relax and forget about having a hard time. Now, again, I will throw out the disclaimer that you may not necessarily find these results or any results from this, but it's a method that I've used before, and I think that it will just help your experience, and I really don't think it could hurt it personally. I've been wrong before, but I don't think I'm wrong about this. So, if you've used these before and they've helped you, please feel free to let me know, or if you have any other advice that I could possibly make a follow-up to, I'd like to know that as well. So please keep all those things in mind. The next part of the series will be about being BS. It's kind of a broad topic, but I can't wait to see you. So please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been DudeFanatic95. I will see you next time.